Someone was actually killed at a cockfight in India recently. Take a guess at who is appearing in court for it.
The chicken.
Mahatma Gandhi.
It is the chicken. The rooster is
Wait,
appearing in court.
they're suing the rooster.
A 45-year-old man was killed during an illegal cockfight when a rooster slashed his groin with a knife while trying to escape his clutches. Local police officer B. Jeevan said that the rooster will be produced in court as evidence.
Oh, so they're not. Oh, I thought they were going to get the rooster up and to give a testimony.
Well,
witnesses.
Interestingly, this leads me on to my next point, because this I love this story, by the way, because it shows a guy getting involved in cockfights, getting his comeuppance for cruelty to animals, but also because it allows me to springboard into the topic of animal trials, which are nothing new. That many historical examples of animals actually being put on trial. Such trials have remained part of several legal systems until the 18th century. Animal defendants appeared before both church and secular courts, and the offences alleged against them ranged from murder to criminal damage. Human witnesses were often heard, and in ecclesiastical courts they were routinely provided with lawyers. This was not the case in secular courts, but for the most of the period concerned, neither were human defendants. The earliest record of an animal trial is the execution of a pig in 1266 at Fontenay-aux-Roses. If convicted, it was usual for an animal to be executed or exiled.
Exiled. Basically just returned to where it wants to be.
Yeah, exactly. But not even that. Like, it could be a domestic pig, for example, knocking about on a farm, and they're like, you have been found guilty of killing a man, and then they would just send it to, like, I don't know, like Portugal or something. And it's like, well, now you've just moved the pig.
Yeah, he's still on the loose.
The pig carries on killing.
Just like puts it on a rowing boat and just kind of pushes it out.
Talking of pigs, I took this from QI, but the key role that a Puritan pig played in the trial of George Spencer in 1641 was that it was a victim and a witness. Spencer was an ugly man. He was bald and had one eye, living in New Haven, Connecticut, home of the Puritans in America. He was accused of breaking Leviticus 20:15. If a man lie with a beast, he shall surely be put to death, and ye shall slay the beast. You'll love this. One day, a sow farrowed a litter of piglets, one of whom looked very similar to Spencer.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
He was brought to court
that poor man.
and accused of lying with the pig. He denied it, but the court said, there shall be mercy shown should he be open and honest. Spencer then thought he should pretend to confess, and he did, but the court said that it would be God who would show mercy, not them, and they took his confession seriously. However, in order for him to be executed, the court needed two witnesses. One was Spencer, and the other was the pig. Who they brought into court, and they claimed the pig confessed to the crime. As a result, both were executed.
The pig confessed.
Wait, the pig was executed as well.
How did the pig confess?
The pig confessed.
Because it's a traitor, that's why. Can't trust
Isn't that just the most insane
That
story?
is
They
amazing.
saw a pig came out and they were like, that looks like our friend George.
Wow.
And the only explanation was that he impregnated a pig and fathered its children. There was another instance of animal trials being involved with bestiality. In France, in 1710, a man was spotted having sex with a donkey.
Oh no!
So he can't even get away with this. Like it's happened. He's been seen doing it.
Wait, question.
Several character witnesses were brought in to testify on behalf of the donkey, saying that the donkey was good and a victim of the crime, not a perpetrator. So the donkey.
So the donkey wasn't doing the guy. The guy was doing the donkey.
The guy was doing. It's hard for a donkey to do a guy.
I don't know.
Well,
Like a horse.
So the donkey was let off, and just the man who mated with it was executed. So that's good. The execution is like the way to go.
Is execution still a thing?
In some places, of course it is, yeah.
Should be everywhere.
When did France stop using the guillotine? Because I feel like it was recently.
I think when the first Star Wars movie came out, they were still guillotining people.
That's men's.
Really?
Recent.
Legend has it that during the Napoleonic Wars of the early 19th century, a shipwrecked monkey was hanged by the people of Hartlepool, believing him to be a French spy.
Oh, not Napoleon Bonaparte.
To this day, people from Hartlepool are known as monkey hangers. People call them that during like football games and stuff. Yeah, a French ship was spotted floundering and sinking off the Hartlepool coast. Suspicious of enemy ships and nervous of possible invasion, the good folk of Hartlepool rushed down to the beach, where amongst the wreckage of the ship they found the only survivor, the ship's monkey, which was apparently dressed in a miniature military-style uniform. This town is a
They
long way
shot
from
it.
France, and most of the populace had never met or even seen a Frenchman. But some satirical cartoons of the time pictured the French as monkey-like creatures with tails and claws.
Oh, so
I don't
they
know why we
actually thought
discontinued
it was
that.
French.
Yeah, classic. We should do that again. We should make more fun of the French. So perhaps the locals could be forgiven for deciding that the monkey in its uniform must be a Frenchman, and a French spy at that. There was a trial to ascertain whether the monkey was guilty of spying or not. However, the monkey was strangely unable to answer any of the court's questions and was therefore found guilty. The townsfolk then dragged him into the town square and hanged him.
Oh my god.
So
He
I'm
was
sad
shrieking with a
now.
French accent, so they did what had to be done.
Yeah, they did it. There could actually be, I mean, as funny as that is, and sad that, I mean, it's already sad that they hanged a poor innocent monkey, but there could actually be a darker twist to this story, right? So this is just a legend. This isn't.
On the monkey.
This monkey story is only like an urban legend, right? But
Right.
it is. Some people have thought that maybe they didn't actually hang a monkey in the literal sense, but rather a small boy. They used to call boys on ships who would deliver gunpowder and cannonballs and stuff. They used to call them powder monkeys.
Right.
So small boys were employed on warships to prime the cannons with gunpowder. So the story might be that they actually found the only survivor of a French shipwreck, who was a young boy who was French, and they were like, must be a spy, time to die.
Nice.
You're a poet.
Thank
and
you,
you didn't even
Hartlepool.
realise you're one of those things.
That's my sort of mindset whenever I see someone who's French.
It's
Yeah.
brilliant.
Kill them.
Kill them all. The Wikipedia article for Hartlepool has like on the same level as the headings like history, geography. There's one that just says monkeys. Hartlepool. Yeah, there's monkeys. Well, there isn't monkeys in Hartlepool. In fact, it's probably one of the only. If there were to be monkeys in England, that would probably be a place where they were none, because monkeys don't have a good track record there.
Yeah, and if you were a monkey, you just wouldn't go there.
No, you
To be
wouldn't.
honest.